transition is a good word for it, and I worked in higher ed for a long time, for several decades, so I've worked with students coming here every year, and that's always a highlight of the year, at the beginning of the year, introducing new students to Macalester. So I think I knew quite a bit going into it, but even so, there were some surprises, and you know, I think you have more empathy when you've gone through it yourself as with your own child. So
I've had two sons who have gone to college. One just graduated a year ago and one just finished his sophomore year. And so we've had the experience of bringing them both to small liberal arts colleges and dropping them off and going through all the complicated emotions you go through when you do that.
On the way to college, our relationship improved dramatically compared to what it was in our senior year, where he was just ready to leave, didn't really talk to us much. And it wasn't just talking, the relationship really reestablished, and I mean, that was really a wonderful part of the whole process that we hadn't actually been expecting.
What's wonderful for me and for my wife was the seeing the maturity of somebody that goes off, and there's this kind of anxiety about how are they going to do on their own. They've never lived apart from us, and you want to like check in, and then you find that they make it work, and they don't need you as much as you thought they would, and that's a good feeling. It makes you feel like you've done something right.
The surprise is how easily they both adjusted. I think in some ways as parents you always want to assume that it'll be hard for your children to leave you, and while it's not without emotional challenges, both of them just left without missing a beat. They were happy at college from day one. I know it's not true for every student. We were very lucky. But both of them were happy from the start and didn't seem to experience any real separation anxiety when they left. So that was, I'm not sure how shocking it was, but it was pleasant to see.
With the first kid, I guess I wish I would have known better how much communication was too much. Sometimes I felt like I was hovering.
I've always heard parents talk about, you know, that gut-wrenching feeling when you drive away, and of course it is difficult. I think I have two other children at home, which made a big difference, so probably coming home to an empty house I think would be really hard, but I think one of the great things was I guess the surprise was looking at our next two children really differently. We came home almost immediately, looked at the younger two that are in junior high, middle school, and saw, oh my gosh, how did they grow up so quickly without it?
What you can't prepare yourself for is that very intense rush of emotion at the last minute. That's going to happen, and there's no real way to prepare yourself for it. And so even though I knew that was probably coming, it still comes as something of a breathtaking moment when you actually say goodbye and drive away in the car. But I felt pretty prepared for it.
In one way, it's kind of like brings you back to when your kid first went to kindergarten or to first grade or something. You have to trust that things will work out, and they usually do.
The feelings will be mostly really positive, and there'll be some sadness mixed in, and you should just embrace that. You should trust your children. I think that they are where they are because of the preparation that you've given them, and so you should have a lot of faith in them. And the fact that they will be now physically removed from your home doesn't mean they won't still need you. That doesn't stop. And so the relationship will change in some ways that are difficult, in some ways that are great. But I have found that the transition has been mostly really, really positive, even though the relationship is different. So I would just, like everything else, it's a change that's going to come. You should embrace it and not be afraid of it.
It's one of the things that you are looking forward to as a parent, but everyone tells you it goes so quickly, and it really does, and you realize all of a sudden here I am, and I think it's more of emotional, giving your heart a little bit more, because you're very connected to your child on an emotional level as well. But of course you're thrilled because this is what they've worked for and what you've been working for to to launch them into the world. So.
It does work out, and leaving someone and driving away they most of the time are happy that that's happening, and that maybe they have anxiety, but it's sort of like, this is what I want to do, and it's going to work out.
We have great staff and great students, and no place is perfect, and not every student's transition is equally smooth, but we do this really well.